Hello, welcome. In this tutorial, we are going to look at meta. Okay, meta is used basically in the head section. Why do we use it in the head section? That's the reason as to why you don't see it in your browser. When you refresh, you don't see anything right here. So what you see here, actually, it's the one we put in the body. Okay, whatever we put, we embed in the body element is what is in here. So now, what's the purpose of it if it's not seen here? The purpose of meta is it's on the search engine part or the other side of the browser. Like when you are searching something, meta is going to show you. For instance, if I searched about a PB or something, I write PBS or something, you see that you always see it in your screen, and you see they put a number of websites that are having the same thing. So what is doing that is the meta. Okay, yeah, so this meta is actually limited to 155 characters. So when you're putting meta, you make sure that it's less than 155, otherwise your words will be cut off, okay, during the description. Well, let's get started with this. Now, meta has two attributes. Yeah, we have the name attribute, which sometimes we can use the HTTP hyphen equiv, and also the content. So it has the name attribute and the content attribute. All right. Now, meta, when we write meta and then we go on and put the name, we're also going to give a value for that name. And now in this case, the value for that name is description. The attribute is the one that gives the behavior of the meta tag. Okay, so when you put your meta element, you have to specify the attribute. Okay, now in this case, you have the attribute for description, and now what is it describing? You have to give the content, and now content is this one. This website, this is a website about ICT. We facilitate ICT clubs. Okay, so when someone types in ICT or types in the name of your website, or maybe just types in ICT clubs, and then it comes, the search engine is going to arrange them, all websites with ICT clubs. So yours will come in, and this is what it will be described below that, ICT clubs, and then it will write, this is a website about ICT clubs. So that's the work of the meta. All right. Now, in the next example, we see a meta, but again, we are using the name attribute, giving us a value of keywords. Well, lately, they don't normally use the keywords, but there are some fonts, okay? Some fonts still use these keywords. So it's pretty important to also include it in this tutorial because when you're doing coding, when you're designing, let's say, a website, you're not only designing for laptop or other big device users, but also designing them for these other people who use small phones, smartphones. And actually, lately, people are mostly using smartphones other than computers, because smartphones are mobile and can be accessed anywhere. So, however, Google is not going to use these keywords to rank your website, but it's also necessary to always put it there. Now, content, these are the keywords. The ones you think about, the words a user would type in the search engine, like ICT. Of course, if someone's looking for information about ICT, will type ICT. You can type clubs, when they're typing maybe for other clubs, patriotic clubs, and your ICT club will also appear there. Then you can type, you can also put computer studies, you can also put lab, anything people type. Why? You're just trying to make sure that your website dominates, okay, in the search engine. So you can put these words, the ones you just feel like any user will type in and your website will pop up. Okay, now next we have still meta, but in this case we have a different attribute. Okay, and the attribute we have is called HTTP hyphen equiv. It does pretty the same as name, and so we are not going to bother much about that, but it's important that we talk about it. And in this case, its value is author. Okay, normally sometimes you may prefer to type in the author, like you type in just the name of a person in the search engine and then the whole website comes up. Okay, so author, and the content is Isaac Matsanga. So this is the author. So should I just type Isaac Matsanga in the search engine, even maybe when I just wanted to read, or maybe I'm just typing to know the person, and because I was the author of one website, definitely the whole website will pop up, will come in the search engine, and even when I was not intended to read that website, I just find my eyes reading. And that's how people get the website seen and marketed with ease. We also have what you call the meta, giving us, or in this case using the HTTP equiv, like we have been using it in the previous one here. And now the content in this, the value of this attribute is content language, content-language, yeah. So actually, like I said earlier, it's attributes that give the meta element its functionality, how it should behave or what it should show up. And we have here the content of content. We want our content is, this is en-us, standing for English, originating from USA. So that's basically what the search engine can use. Like if someone types in maybe author name, or types in maybe any of what is in the keywords, that's what they will see and identify your website as a unique one. Okay, that is it guys for this video. Let's catch up in our next video. Thanks for watching. Remember to visit us at www.kawa.sc.ug, or you can watch our videos on YouTube platforms. Thank you for watching.